Welcome, Jen, and thanks for taking the time to catch up. Verizon Business is a market leader in the United States and is making really good inroads internationally as well. Your role at Verizon Business is to lead 5G acceleration, which is among the most important opportunities across our industry. How are you driving this agenda for Verizon Business, and what do you see as the most promising aspects?
Well, first, Raghav, thank you for having me here today. I appreciate the opportunity to share this with you. As you know, 5G acceleration is a pretty unique team structure within the bigger Verizon business. I have end-to-end responsibility for our private network and edge space, and that starts with a sales overlay team. So that team supports the core sellers, but they take primary responsibility for making sure we get deals over the line and customers happy. Within that, we have solutions architects, and we also have the portfolio. So end-to-end commercialization of the products, which means obviously we work very closely with you. Additionally, we have an ecosystem development team, which is focused on making sure that our partners are in the right places so that we can actually talk about holistic solutions for our customers. And that includes working with systems integrators, hyperscalers, device manufacturers, application developers, and that all coming together is pretty unique. When we started this journey in 2023, it was all about education and making sure that our customers understood what it means to have a private network. 2024, we moved on to conversations about proofs of concept. And now in the first quarter of 2025, it's really about momentum and how we drive scale. We're past the point of proofs of concept, as you know. From 24 over 23, we grew 3.5 times. This year, we're going to grow another 2.5 times, which is pretty significant. And our deal sizes continue to increase as well.
So clearly, Jen, this has been a great journey, and private wireless seems to be becoming a growth driver in your business. How do you see the increasing adoption of private wireless based on driving positive business outcomes? And what are really the use cases and industries that are realizing the greatest benefit?
What's interesting is that the appetites within our customer set for digital transformation are reaching a really fresh intensity that's brought on by a lot of the excitement around paradigm shifting tools like generative AI. And that enthusiasm is inspiring enterprises to be bolder with their technology roadmaps and their strategies in general. They don't want to miss out on the opportunity to innovate, improve their offerings, and of course, ultimately drive more revenue. So I believe that we're going to see a heightened emphasis on APIs, self-service, and other tools that will empower IT teams to do more with innovation platforms and make sure that they're not worrying about the essential infrastructure, but they want to make sure they're innovating. So customers will focus on their business outcomes and they'll worry less about whether their infrastructure can accommodate their plans. So the next 12 months are going to be a huge opportunity for us and for those who are prepared to embrace change. And I think it's really critical that enterprises and service providers are working together to make sure that we're calibrating the networks for capability, for flexibility, and seamless integration. And those are the companies that will be best positioned to succeed. In terms of industry verticals, there are many, but the most significant: ports, logistics, manufacturing, healthcare, and of course, sports and entertainment venues.
No, perfect, Jen. I think clearly innovation is one of the key aspects that the industries will benefit from it. Private wireless is all about solving business problems, and we are delighted at Nokia to partner with you in this space. It's really an honor. Can you comment on the partnership and the role that groundbreaking technology plays in helping you better serve your customers and grow the business?
Absolutely. Nokia is one of our earliest platform partners, going back to 2021 with the Associated British Ports deal, which was our very first private networks win. And so you fast forward 4 years later, and our partnership is expanding. Nokia DAC is now available on Verizon's licensed spectrum in the US, and we're on the verge of closing some really exciting, really big new deals. And neutral host availability is very close. So it's clear to me that the Verizon Nokia relationship is growing. It's definitely dynamic and it's increasingly in demand in the global marketplace. And as appetites for digital transformation continue, I think it's going to be important for us to make sure that we're taking advantage. We're establishing private 5G as a transformation and innovation platform for forward-thinking enterprises. And we help them start to realize those advantages and hopefully begin to do some evangelizing on our behalf. It's really encouraging.
Well, thank you, Jen. We at Nokia are extremely proud of the relationship that we have with you and the progress that we're making. And I know that you have to actually go out there and compete in the market space. And so I'd just like to understand, how does Nokia stack up in the competitive landscape in the areas like private wireless, edge compute, and the use of AI as you serve your customers?
Yeah. You know, as we think about Nokia specifically, we're already very well positioned internationally. And now that we have the Nokia DAC ready for US-based deployments with our licensed spectrum and CBRS, it's going to be great. Nokia with licensed spectrum is a big step forward because licensed spectrum is our most precious asset. And we made this decision because we believe that the Nokia portfolio and capabilities are of the caliber that we need to continue to put space between ourselves and the competition. And I think it's that combined value prop that's going to deliver for our customers. And then when it comes to delivering for our customers, Nokia shows up, full stop. And that's what we need in a partner. When we're talking about mission critical IT/OT systems for massive enterprises, we have to have partners who show up. And that's what we love about working with you.
So thanks, Jen, for those insights. And Nokia and Verizon have truly been focused together as innovators in the telecoms industry for many, many years. Verizon actually is known globally as an industry leader and an innovator. And part of your new branding is all about going beyond. What disruptions do you see coming in our industry? And as a senior leader, how do you position your organization to continue to drive innovation and transformation?
It's actually the confluence of factors that we've discussed today. So it's about developing that edge ecosystem, bringing the device and the hardware componentry together with the platform capabilities, and most importantly, understanding the needs of the customer. AI and complementary technologies are going to continue to gain steam, and they're going to move closer to the edge where they'll meet the private 5G platform technologies. That is a super exciting proposition. And I believe that with our technology assets, our customers get the most out of that combination. We have incredible momentum with private networks. And when we debuted our neutral host solution in combination with private networks, that created a new inroad for our customers. So our technology platforms are now deeply integrated into our customers' OT systems, which means that they're relying on us to help navigate disruption and take advantage of innovation for their more programmatic solutions. So that's the essence of Go Beyond. It isn't just installing platforms in a facility. It's that full integration into a customer's business. That's Go Beyond, and I think that's super exciting.
Absolutely, Jen. It's all about delivering a full solution that delivers a customer experience. And I think we at Nokia, are truly, truly excited about this great partnership. Really enjoyed the conversation, your insights, your sponsorship, truly excited about the journey ahead of us. And it's just been a great discussion. So we really look forward to a great partnership ahead. And thank you so very much for the time spent with us today.
Thank you.